You can do one Mumbai, you may lose Balochistan.
A fortnight after the Pahalgam attack, which India traced to Pakistan, Balochistan emerged as a touchy topic for Pakistan once again. On 6th May 2025, a roadside bomb killed 7 Pakistani soldiers, and the Pakistani Armed Forces Media and Public Relations Wing (ISPR) said terrorists belonging to the Indian proxy, so-called Balochistan Liberation Army, targeted security forces vehicles with an improvised explosive device in the general area Machkachi district. But what is the Balochistan Liberation Army and what is their movement which stands opposed to Pakistan? Let me explain. The Balochistan Liberation Army or BLA is a separatist militant group operating primarily in Pakistan's southwestern province of Balochistan.
It's our duty to protect our land and sea.
It's a part of a larger Baloch movement which constitutes a range of political and social movements that push for more rights and self-governance for the Baloch people. The Baloch are an ethnic group mainly residing in southeastern Iran, southwestern Pakistan, and southern Afghanistan. The New York Times described the Baloch people as having a distinct linguistic, cultural, and tribal identity with their own language, Balochi, which belongs to the Iranian language family. The Baloch movement is driven by ethnicity, and so it takes a secular approach in demanding an independent Baloch state. The Balochistan Liberation Army, Balochistan Liberation Front, and the Baloch Republican Army are different facets of the Baloch movement, and not all Baloch separatist outfits operate only out of Pakistan. The Balochistan Liberation Army was established in the early 2000s and has not disclosed its leader. It advocates for the independence of Balochistan, citing political marginalization and economic exploitation by the Pakistani state. The Baloch nationalist movement is said to have intensified in 2006 during Pervez Musharraf's tenure as president and army chief after he ordered military action in the region following a rocket attack here. The Pakistani army killed Baloch separatist leader Akbar Bugti, who once served as chief minister of Balochistan and was revered by his people. Pakistan outlawed the Balochistan Liberation Army in 2006, and the US and UK designated it as a terrorist organization in later years. One of the BLA's primary objectives is opposition to China, as they say that its investment projects in Pakistan hardly benefit native people.
It was a simple and clear message to China and Pakistan to withdraw immediately from Balochistan.
They're probably the biggest player among the rebel groups in the region, but it's not clear exactly how many members they have. The Hindu said in a 2021 report that it was about 6,000. Its members include individuals from various backgrounds such as tribal communities, students, and professionals. The Balochistan province in Pakistan is the largest state in terms of land area, making up about 44% of the country's area, and it is rich in natural resources like gas, coal, gold, and copper, which generates revenue for the Pakistani government. The BBC said that it is also the poorest and least developed province in the country. The province is strategically important since it's next to Iran and Afghanistan and has the Gwadar port, which is what connects the China-Pakistan economic corridor to the Arabian Sea. But the locals feel like the central government is calling all the shots when it comes to taking out resources and building things up, and not enough of the benefits are going to the people who actually live there.
We once again make it clear that Gwadar and the rest of Balochistan belong to Baloch.
The BLA has claimed responsibility for numerous attacks targeting Pakistani security forces, infrastructure, and foreign nationals. The group has also often targeted Chinese nationals and projects associated with the China-Pakistan economic corridor, viewing them as symbols of external exploitation. In 2018, BLA militants attacked the Chinese consulate in Karachi. In 2019, 3 BLA gunmen barged into a 5-star hotel in Gwadar and killed at least 1 guard. They were killed by security forces. BLA said it attempted to target Chinese and other investors at the hotel. In 2022, a BLA suicide bomber targeted Chinese nationals at Karachi University, killing 3. A few months before the attack, she had enrolled for a master's degree. In March 2025, BLA members hijacked the Jafar Express train in Balochistan, taking over 200 hostages and resulting in at least 25 deaths. Pakistan has repeatedly accused India of funding the BLA, which India has consistently denied. In 2014, Ajit Doval said this 3 months before being appointed as India's National Security Advisor.
You can do one Mumbai, you may lose Balochistan. There is no nuclear war involved in that. There is no engagement of troops. If you know the tricks, we know the tricks better than you.
In 2016, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi brought up Balochistan in his Independence Day speech after earlier saying he would take up the case of Pakistan's excesses in Balochistan, Kashmir and Gilgit on the international stage.
बलूचिस्तान के लोगों ने, गिलगिट के लोगों ने, पाक ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर के लोगों ने, वहां के नागरिकों ने जिस प्रकार से मुझे बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दिया है, दूर दूर बैठे हुए लोग, जिस धरती को मैंने देखा नहीं है, जिन लोगों को विषय में मेरी कभी मुलाकात नहीं हुई है, लेकिन ऐसे दूर सुदूर बैठे हुए लोग हिंदुस्तान के एक प्रधानमंत्री को अभिनंदन करते हैं.
On this, the Pakistani government had said PM Modi's reference to Balochistan, which is an integral part of Pakistan, only proves Pakistan's contention that India, through intelligence agency RAW, has been fomenting terrorism in Balochistan. A month after PM Narendra Modi's speech, India mentioned Balochistan for the first time at the United Nations when India's ambassador Ajit Kumar said, "This is a country which has systematically abused and violated the human rights of its own citizens, including in Balochistan." The Indian government maintains that it does not support any form of terrorism and has accused Pakistan of attempting to divert attention from its internal issues by making such claims.